Hi, okay, we are up against HerziQuerzi. I'm gonna load my deck, but I forget when let's try that again. Hello? Okay, do I just not have my deck? Let me just, sorry about this. Let me just quickly go to the GP. I'm so sorry to Herzi here. This is completely my fault. And Cockatrice. Delete all of these cards that are just card types. So, yeah. Again, sorry to Herzi about this. I probably have my list somewhere in my Cockatrice, but forgot what I named it. And yes, this looks like the right list, so I can say this GPI. My GPI deck, so I'll never forget that again. So yeah, again, really sorry to Herzi about that. Okay, we have loaded it, and we'll see how this goes. I think I have a pretty good matchup into Herzi's deck. Okay, 15's a pretty good roll. Yep, I hit 3 9s. This hand, we've got Restoration, Valdez for the turn 1 Disruption. The question is, would I rather Valdez or fetch? Let me also make this bigger so everyone can see the card preview. I will probably I'm keeping this. The question is, do I want to fetch Elryan turn 1? So this land is basically a really big thing for me. Or lets me do that, but I'm definitely keeping this. We've got the Criterion one, even if we've got our Trattery. I'll just pronounce it Trattery. If that's wrong, someone tell me. Even though we've got a Shimmering in hand, we have the Dragon Calling, we have the Trattery, we have Valdez for some disruption if we need that. Even if we don't have Heart of Zadina, we're still gonna triple ramp turn 2. So what I can do is actually turn 1 fetch, and then I can Valdez turn 3. Okay, so I will shock in Grim Bastion. I will. Do I want to fetch for Valdez? Okay, so if I fetch for Valdez, I get hand knowledge. I get to take one of Herzi's cards. I get to possibly see if it's worth it for me to try to raise. Would I rather have that or Elryan, which has the possibility to be extremely explosive? And I think I'd rather have the Elryan just because of how much mana I'll be able to get if I can even just draw one more ramp spell. So I think I'll go for the Elryan, even though we have the Valdez, because I don't think the Valdez is as relevant against Herzi's deck. If I was up against a deck I'd be a lot more interested in disrupting, I would definitely play the Valdez, but I don't think it's worth it to do that against Herzi's deck. And one red up means this Trattery is most likely resolving, so I'll go for a Monument of Queens, tap 2, counter on the Elryan, because a land was tapped for mana, go for a Trattery Restoration. Okay, yep, that will resolve, so I will get a Forest. Actually, I will get a Mountain from my library, Grim Bastion from my graveyard here, and Timber Range from my hand. So yeah, we get triple ramp turn 2. Herzi, wow, doesn't only has one land from deck, doesn't have anything from hand, interestingly. So next turn I can't go for Dragon Calling, but I can go for Valdez, and Valdez is going to be pretty big. Just being able to see what's in Herzi's hand, what's going on. And then Monument can start hitting him for some damage. And I think Monument is a long. Okay, I wonder if this name's Monument, Elryan, or another big land in this deck, which is I can just click on it here, which is Heart of Zadina, which makes a ton of mana. Okay, this will name Elryan. This is a red. I guess I'll also name red, just so Herzi doesn't. I guess it doesn't matter if I name green or not, but since I have the mana fixing, probably should have technically named green or blue there, but fine. Also, just annotate this as a mountain because that's effectively what it is. And this could be some kind of, I don't remember if it's going to be a Neon Claw Knight. Would have loved to hit that out of hand, though I likely wouldn't have. Mirror Gate, pretty lucky from Herzi's side, but I still have the Monument of Queens. So here, do I want to fetch for fixing? I don't think it really matters. Okay, I'll play Forest, fetch, and I think I go for Valdez, play Valdez, so Crumbling Precipice, and Nomad's Township. Start off. I'll go for high or low. Go for low. Okay, that's gonna hit Rush of Stillness in the Air. That's a pretty bad hit. Would have rather done high because that hits Gallery. Then I'll go for the Adventure token there. So I have 1, 2, 3. I could just cast. Yeah, I guess that's fine. I'll just cast Valdez here. Oh, okay, yep, I'll get Valdez. And then I think I just pass. I thought if I had Elryan, I would have been able to Dragon Calling for, probably just for like a Tyrant or something big, like really big. And it would have been pretty much game over. But now that's not out. That's kind of out of the question. Also, double removals terminate, pretty much terminate from Herzi's side. So Dragon Calling wouldn't even have been that good, as they would have just gotten killed. But I think with the amount of mana I have the upper hand here. But this Monument of Queens being very at risk of removal is a problem. So this is probably going to be Valerie +1 add a red into either a removal spell or a Flames approach. Most likely the Flames approach, because this can get cast from grave. Add mana from Valerie, especially with next turn you have those reduction functions coming in. So yeah, Herzi probably has the upper hand here, but if I draw like anything that fetches heart, Chaos is your redemption is a big one. Call Forgotten Eons, another big one. If I draw any of those, I suddenly just am able to do a ton more. So yeah, I think that those are going to definitely be a factor. And I can block the Neon Claw, which will, and I think that is actually the right play because I don't actually run that much removal. Okay, this is going to be using Valerie's Mana Flames approach, my Valdez, so I cannot block the Neon Claw anymore. Makes a Soldier, and notably now also does not have removal up for my Monument. That is actually quite relevant because I can swing. Actually, no, reduction function gets me does actually have. I will draw. There's another Chattery Restoration, but like, do I even care? Crystal Cavern. I could Restoration, but that fetches what? Island? I guess it deck thins. I mean, deck thin quite a bit, but the problem is it also ramps. Probably remove the cards that I know are gone. So I know that Herzi has these two in hand, which doesn't make me want to Monument at all. I could try to just put a counter on the Monument and not make it a creature, but the problem is Chattery does that ramp Herzi. Yeah, it double ramps Herzi, and that's pretty dangerous. I guess Herzi already has a ton of mana, but that Flames approach is going to start being a big threat that I'm going to have to do something about. If I try to I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 6. So I go up to 9, which is interesting because I could Dragon Calling just for Tyrant, which will be, or even just Azos, but I think Tyrant would be better. So I think it is actually the right play to try to read. So yeah, that is my thinking. Yeah, this deck can be pretty hard to play at times, and then sometimes you get like the nuts of, oh wow, I go turn 2, do some stupid, or like turn 2 Chattery, turn 3, turn 4 just win off calling or something, and then yeah, if I outrun here, so much of a better position, but sometimes your opponent has the Mirror Gate, and not much you can do about that. Is that one of? Yeah, feels. Oh, okay. So 2 of that makes it feel less bad to get like absolutely mostly destroyed by. Okay, going to Wayfarer Shrine, fetch a mountain. So yeah, I'm gonna need to do some stuff. End of turn, I can put Monument to 1/1 without making it a creature, and then next turn after that, I can Dragon Calling, hit Tyrant, force Herzi to sack a bunch of permanents. Sure, it'll just get immediately killed, but Herzi still has to sack all those permanents. And that's likely going to be a good portion of Herzi's lands, or obviously the reduction function will probably get sacked, but that's so 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 7, 8, 9. Still sacking 4 other permanents, which I mean you could do 4 lands. You probably have 2 already, but you're sacking 2 lands probably. I guess maybe not the best, but it depends on if Herzi deploys more permanents, which is definitely very possible, especially with the Flames approaching graveyard. And if Herzi decides to actually, no, Herzi doesn't have to really tap out for that, since Valerie can make another mana reduction function, so that's 1, 2, 3, and then you still have that mana up. And then Neon Claw can make another reduction function. So yeah, Herzi just has a ton of mana here. And obviously I have a lot. But yeah. So mainly looking for RFE as card draw, so I'll just go through the cards I want here. Those are Biohazard to wipe the board. Azos is fine to draw, that's another board wipe. Intrepid Gate of Realms can fetch Heart, which will get me even more mana. Beyond All Horizons is another Coalesce card. Mana Overflows card draw mana. 10 to the Grove is not really something I want to draw. Pretty much I want to draw anything that's not ramp. Though RFE is and Chaos is your rhythm. They're technically ramp, but they're also more utility in giving me card draw and stuff. So Chaos is your redemption would fetch. Recall Forgotten Eons, RFE, Beyond All Horizons, and Gate of Realms most likely, as those are mainly the things I want to be drawing. The things I want to be drawing that I can cast off Chaos is your redemption. Beyond Our Horizons mainly because it's a big thing that I can coalesce and it gets rid of one of Herzi's removal spells, which will hopefully mean I can start attacking in with Monument. Okay, Valerie's gonna add a red, and most likely we're gonna see the Flames approach here. Yep. Okay, going to be, yeah, it's me for 4. So Luckily, I will be able to Dragon Call him to gain some life off Tyrant. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13 permanents. It's gonna have to sack 7, even if there's quite a bit of fodder here. So here I will just grow my monument. Monument Queens does say you may have it become a creature. So I notably, so on upkeep, Fetch with Timber Range is technically deck thinning. I guess I'll grab Frostfire Geysers. Draw. There's a Shimmering Dragon. Did not want to draw that. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. I have 9 mana here. I just want to go for it. Dragon Calling does count itself, so I will just play out the Dragon Calling. I know Herzi has these 2 cards in hand. It's one of the removal spells out. I just grab Tyrant of Tributes. Comes down. Do I grab Asos? Actually, no. I'll grab Tyrant. I assume this is just retire or enter Memphis draw State Gate. Yep. Makes another soldier for sack fodder. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14. Okay, up to 14. And hopefully next turn I'll be able to Shimmering Dragon, just attacking for a bunch. Kill Valerie, hopefully. Though I guess there's actually Enter Mephisto's Gate to kill that. Kind of unlucky that Herzi actually drew a very good hand against me here. With both of the 2 main deck unconditional removal spells and the Mirror Gate, so. And also the Flames Approach being one of the best cards in the deck. I'm not sure why it isn't higher. Okay, going to sack 1 reduction function, most likely 3 soldiers. That's 4 out of 7. They're going to crack Wayfarer Shrine. Fetch 1, 2, 3, 4. So sacks 1, 2, 3. That is 3, and then can just sack 3 lands. And I am taking. So I will be taking 9, and possibly even more if. Okay, I realized that this is the Flames Approach. It wouldn't make sense if Valerie was able to flash that back. Okay, 1, 2, 3, 4. And most likely just 2 lands. Yep, those will all be going to the graveyard. Yep, those all go to the graveyard. Down to 4 lands, and yeah, we see that such a huge mana disparity, but I am gonna need to do something. This double unconditional removal is so rough in this matchup, so I might have just gone high rolled. Feels so bad, especially with Monument being able to get that really good life link in. So yeah, just looking to. But I'm gonna need to draw. Oh, Herzi could just have lethal here, so we'll see. We'll see if there's any, if there's direct damage, which I'm not sure. Because he isn't really running that much direct damage, but okay. Then pass. Lotus Barons is that useful at all? I guess it lets me Shimmering, but Shimmering just died. I could destroy Mirror Gate, but what does that even do? I tap, that's not 10 lands, so I can't Elryan. If I Monument, it dies. Yeah, it dies. So that's GG. Double unconditional removal is just so rough in this matchup. Do I want to board in Fire Sub Renewal? I want to board in Tyrant and Biohazard. Definitely. Do I want to bring in Total Process Failure? Yeah, that's just bad luck. RFE, where were you? Biohazard. Gate of Realms. Where were these cards when I need them most? I probably cut 1 Valdez. Do I cut 2 Valdez, bring in 1 Fires? Honestly, bring in 1 Total Process Failure. Yeah, it just feels bad to lose to just drawing that double unconditional removal side. And also, obviously, me just top decking some lands, which I guess you kind of have to take for a 26 land deck. But just not hitting Biohazard, Chaos Seeker Redemption, RFE at all that game. Or even just Gate of Realms. Or not drawing double Shimmering Dragon. Amethyst does point that out. That was, this is a good hand. This is a really good hand because I have Pensive Grove, a way to get heart, and a calling. So, yeah, Herzi is probably right about that. No outside commentary on ongoing matches. Makes sense. Definitely makes sense as a rule. So, I'd probably fetch Elryan turn 1 again. Turn 2, do nothing, pass. Turn 3, Pensive Grove, Chattery. Do the thing, kind of. Mainly looking for just, I don't know, to not have Herzi have Neon Claw is the big one. I just don't want Herzi to have that early aggression and pressure and ramp even of Neon Claw and Valerie, because those were definitely huge in the game. So, and also not have Herzi getting that unconditional, but in the sideboard, not very much relevant. There is Trauma Spike. actually, that's a very notable one. So if that comes down, I might just lose, but I still have other threats other than Dragon Call, but that would be such a huge loss. Okay, Herzi going to keep 6, but yeah. Yeah, I just realized that. So I will just... Herzi saying they were so confident they were going to lose all these. So yeah, this is Shock in, turn 1, fetch El Ryan, turn 2, play tapped, pass, turn 3, 10 to the Grove, Chattery, quadruple ramp for 3 mana, and if Herzi doesn't kill me from there, I just win pretty much. So yeah, really looking for Herzi to not have the turn 2 Neon Claw, please. Okay, going to Shock in Magmatic Torrent. Here I just fetch El Ryan. El Ryan is absolutely insane land. This gets so much value. Play Timber Range, tapped. And then turn 3, we can also second Dragon Calling, very relevant, but also even much worse if Herzi has a Trauma Spike. So, yeah, upsides and downsides. They're going to fetch a tapped Lava Torrent Fields. Yeah, I'm really worried about Trauma Spike because, yeah, it's very possible Herzi has it. And knowing my luck, Herzi probably has like 3 of them in the opener or something. But yeah, luckily I'm good against hand attack. But I don't know if Herzi's actually even running any. Draw. Shock in. I guess I'll go for Crumbling Precipice. Timber Range, fetch. Do I just grab Basic Mountain? Yeah, Basic Mountain seems like a grab. Then I'll go for... And does Herzi have any counter magic? I don't believe so. There might be... no, I guess there's Slippery Bunyip, so we'll see if Herzi has that. Okay, going to have Cascade happen. That gets Resto. Go on the bottom. And now Resto. Okay, Herzi thinking might actually have the Bunyip here, which would be extremely annoying. I do have the Gate of Realms to get hard out, though, so that's still good. 10 being a Ramping Growth, get that Bunyip out of Herzi's hand, even if it has an adventure. Okay, yeah, looks like the Bunyip. Okay. El Ryan gets 2 counters. I'll pass. Yeah, I have Gate of Realms next turn to fetch Heart, but if Herzi has a Trauma Spike here, I just die. I just die from sadness. Yeah, that'd just be so rough. Please no. Okay, no Trauma Spike, but Neon Claw. Neon Claw. Okay, and that could be another Bunyip. Herzi has the double Bunyip hand. But does Bunyip counter... Okay, let me actually... Bunyip does not counter artifacts. So I can safely Gate of Realms. Do I tap like this? I tap like this. I can safely Gate of Realms without worrying about some Bunyip coming. I'll get Heart of Zadina. Heart. Zadina. That will go to my hand. El Ryan will grow. I have 5 lands. Gate of Realms costs a ton of mana still. I'll just pass here. I can leave up tapping 2 lands, get El Ryan to 6, and then next turn I'll be able to Dragon Calling for a singular. Yeah, we're definitely seeing how Dragon Calling is quite a flawed payoff in this deck. But I mean, part of that is also a bit of bad luck for me. Part of it's also there not being as much time to. We've done an absolutely insane amount of refinement for the literally only 1.5 weeks we've had to build this deck. So thanks to everyone that's helped me with this deck. It's been an absolutely crazy time. But yeah, Neon Claw putting pressure on is going to be quite annoying. If Valerie comes down, I mean, Herzi just has to not draw both games. Not much I could do about that. If Trauma Spike comes down, I'm just very sad. I don't know. At least Trauma Spike, Herzi loses their whole hand. Or most of it, but yeah. And the Gate of Realms can bolt down the Neon Claw next turn, notably. Okay, Amplify function, that suggests maybe the Flames approach in hand, which is not able to... Okay, 4 mana. This could be... Not sure what this is, but... Okay, Abscond. Going to... Okay, boarding in the Abscond, I did not expect that. I'm going to be fully honest. I did not expect that. Just gonna grow El Ryan to 5. I don't know why Cockatrice is so weird about that. If I click it too fast, it just doesn't do it sometimes. Okay, there's RFE. So I can go Heart of Zadina. So I have 1, 2, 3, 6 lands. So what I can do is I can go 1, 2, 3, RFE. 1, 2, 3, 4, RFE. Okay, so... Or I can go Heart of Zadina, make green, RFE, that will unlock El Ryan. I can RFE, play another land, fetch, do that. Okay, so if I go 1, 2, 3, 4, play 1, 2, 3, 4, counters on El Ryan, 1 blue, and 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Let me also actually play my normal land drop. Let me Take 2 off this shock fetch. Fetch a island from deck. That my plague lands no longer deal me damage. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I'll make 2 red, 2 blue, 1 green. That puts Elryan up to 11. Yes. I'll pay 1, 2, 3. Tap heart. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 green. Then what I can do is 1, 2, 3. Call Forgotten Neons. And I don't think Herzi has anything, but you gotta make sure. Okay, draw 2. I can play an additional land this turn. Mysterious Cataract. Fetch. Going to play low life total. I'll get another Frostfire Geysers. Or rather, another blue-red land. I'll tap that for blue. Then I will Elryan. Untap all my lands. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 1, 2, 3. Up to 9. Actually, no. 8 red. Make 8 red. So what I can do now is 1, 2, 3. Beyond All Horizons. Gives me another Storm Count. Fetches me Monument of Queens. Or, yeah, Monument of Queens. Then I go play the big card. That's just PG from here. I Tyrant, Azos, Shimmering. That's hyper lethal. Sack all I can. Okay, so what I've cast this turn. 3. Oh, wrong button. Do not want to concede. I grab Shimmering, Tyrant. And yeah, I grab Shimmering, double Tyrant. That's gonna have a Herzi sack. I think all of their permanents is Shimmering. You can board out the. This is definitely GHL. I just want to make sure I didn't set myself up. Or you can board out the dragons at one check. Yeah, I mean, I'm not gonna do that because I'm a normal person who doesn't like angle shoot and stuff with Master. I just want to play the game, so I'm not gonna try that. But yeah, I mean, it makes sense that you need to check for your. Oh, okay, this hand is rough. No, this hand is better. But it's 2 lands. I guess I'll keep 6. This hand is very sketchy if I cannot draw the 3rd land. And Herzi's on the play too, which is, yeah, this hand is pretty bad, but I think I can afford to keep it since Herzi's, I promise Herzi's deck is a slower deck. I promise, okay? I guess part of it is also that I've just been donating like 4 mana every game with Chattery, but I promise Herzi's deck is slower. I might have made a mistake shocking this in because I want blue. Actually, if I fetch... Oh. Yeah, if I don't draw my 3rd land, I'm just screwed, but... Honestly, Chaos is your redemption. I do instant speed. You get Chattery, Tend, and, what's the other one? You can either... Most likely Gate of Realms, actually. You can get RFE, but it is just so much worse. So here, I think I'm actually going to fetch not Elryan, but rather the Lush Oasis, the blue-green check land. Because... Land, please. Oh my god. Shimmering Dragon. If I don't draw lands, like, oh, it just sucks. I mean, that's magic for you. Sometimes you just get mana screwed. Yeah. Like, even if I draw the 3rd land, Tendon Chattery only double. I know, so terrible. Only triple ramping on 3, not quite getting your quadruple ramp. Couldn't be me. But, yeah, I think, honestly, I play RFE if I draw the land. If I don't draw the land, and here I'm going to get Trauma Spiked, clearly. I always get Trauma Spiked here, don't I? I always get Trauma Spiked here. Or it could be Valerie, which, I mean, please? Yes, let's go. It's not the Trauma Spike. Now, all I have to do is draw the land. Please, deck. Please. It isn't that hard to draw me the land. Just draw the land. This is a 26 land deck. Let's go. This is, grab Forest. Do I want to Chaos as your redemption? So, okay, here's my deck. What do I get off Chaos as your redemption? Gate of Realms, Intrepid, Beyond All Horizons. Main ones are Chattery Restoration and Tent to the Grove, which both grant me a huge amount. So I can main phase this to be able to get Recall Forgotten Neon's Tent and Chattery, or I can instant speed this on Herzi's turn to be able to kind of, do the surprise thing. But I think it's actually way better to do this on my turn because Herzi's tapped out right. And yeah, I'm scared of that Bunyip eternally. I will be for all of eternity. I guess that's what eternally means, but yeah. Let's go gambling. So here we get Chattery, Tend to the Grove, RFE, RFE 1, Tend is 2, and so let's roll our dice here. Of course I rolled the 1. Of course I rolled the 1. Of course I did. Why will Cockatrice... Okay, all forgot. And of course I don't draw a single land. What the... Like, what? I top deck the land this turn. Though. I do have a second Chaos' Redemption, but I just have Tragedy in hand. And I think it's more worth it to cast that. Because it also lets me get the thing and Biohazard. If I double ramp and draw a land, I can hopefully Biohazard X=3, wipe Herzi's board, get less of a threat of dying, and also I've drawn 2 of my dragons, like, again. Okay, Alratha investigates me. That is actually quite relevant because sometimes I have a ton of mana. Also, I'm getting trauma spiked here. Okay, Sacrifice to Satar. Finally, a fun card. We love Sacrifice to Satar. This card is awesome. It's when you deal damage to it, it flips into this Planeswalker that's really powerful that can, kind of do the Lantern thing and mill me, but also mills you. And also you make illusions that get really big really fast, and you can reanimate. Super awesome, cool card. Land? No, I guess not. I can try for the double ramp. I could RFE, pray that I draw 2 lands, or I could pass turn. This card Shimmering. Chaos is your redemption on Herzi's turn. So, Cockatrice, honestly, I think that's fine. This card Shimmering. I'll just pass Chaos is your redemption. Is an instant. So notably, the reason you do it on your turn is because obviously you can't play lands during your opponent's turn, so your RFE is turned off. Yeah, Shimmering Dragon, 1 down. I still got double Tyrant and Shimmering left in my deck, so this Dragon Calling is still absolutely insane if it resolves 1 or 2 or even 3s. Yeah. But looking to not get trauma spiked, hopefully. I can mostly Chaos. Okay, so this. Yep. I'll take 3 off Sacrifice to Satar. Herzi gonna pass. I will Chaos is your redemption. Let's go gambling again. And hopefully this time I get luckier. Chattery, End, and Beyond All Horizons. I'm fine with pretty much any roll. We'll roll another 3-sided die. We get the Chattery Restoration. These will go in the deck. I will... Okay. A Slippery Bunyip counters. Yep. Luckily that's out of the hand, and now I'll be able to Chattery safely on my turn, where I hopefully draw a land. That'd be very nice, deck. Please? Of course not. Of course I. Of course I don't draw the land. Why would I ever draw land? Why would I ever draw land? It's not like I'm running 26 lands or something. Let's rest on my turn. And Herzi always has the other Bunyip here. No. I'm getting mana screwed in a 16 land deck. I was not 16, that would be very understandable. In a 26 land deck. Yeah. Look at the land comparison. Yeah, the next turn I get to do some silly thing stuff, hopefully. But also, Herzi just has a silly amount of mana. You think I'm just super generous like that, giving Herzi all these lands. But yeah, I am actually under quite a bit of pressure with these. I know it's only 4 right now, but Bunyip comes in. That's going to be quite a bit of damage. That is actually lethal if Bunyip comes down. So I do have Biohazard, which protects me for 1 turn, but only 1 turn. And that name's Heart of Zadina. Yep. I'll name green because I don't want to give Herzi more fixing. But yeah, turning off Heart of Zadina, yeah, that's fake. That's absolutely huge. Luckily, I do have Azos in hand. I have Calling. I actually have a good hand. I just need to draw the stuff that lets me play my cards. But my deck hates me, so never doing that. But if I get a land, if I finally get that 3rd land, my 3rd or 4th organic land draw, if I finally get that, I will be able to Biohazard X=3, clear Valerie, clear Sacrifice to Satar. Yep. Sure, that Bunyip's gonna attack, and that's only a 3-turn clock, though. And I think I'll have plenty of time to be able to remove that, especially with my Good Realms. So I just need to top deck that 3rd land here. Or 4th land. Finally, we got it. And yeah, Herzi probably has the Bunyip here. So, knowing my luck, Herzi has the Bunyip here. But we'll see. We'll see. I think it all comes down to if Herzi has the Bunyip here or not, which I would definitely hope not. No, that doesn't work. I have to Biohazard X=3. If Herzi has the Bunyip here, that's GG's. I mean, if you have it, you have it. Please. Okay, looks like might just be a clue crack here. Yep, looks like a clue crack. I'm praying over here. Never draw it. Herzi never draws it. Yes! Biohazard resolves. Wipes away everything, all non-land permanents with mana value 3 or less. Does wipe away my own clue. Sacrifice to Satar, just draws a card here. Slippery Bunyip's a 2-turn clock, but I have the Gate of Realms to kill it. Do I actually? Does Gate of Realms kill it? But yeah. Finally, we got the Biohazard. We've hopefully stabilized. Hopefully. I mean, if Herzi drew the Flames approach here, we're sad. We lost. But maybe I can do something good next turn. I don't know. I don't trust. Yeah, I don't trust my deck building anymore. If this, I don't know if I'm getting unlucky or if I'm just being salty or if Herzi's just. I don't know if Herzi's just better. Yeah, I'm gonna go down to 2 here. Yep. That will put me on a clock. So yeah, I don't think that's probably. Let's see. I'm probably just the abscons being absolutely crazy. Yeah, feels bad to not draw those lands at all. Like, I don't know if this is just me being unlucky or if this is bad. I don't think this is a bad matchup. Yeah, I mean it just feels bad, and I don't want to be like salty or anything because I don't want to be that guy that's just the guy that gets mad at you and is always salty because that's not a person. Trauma spikes. Okay, I'm just gonna stop recording now. So yeah, GG's to Herzi.